Life is not a suggestion. It's a demand. What if everything you've been told about life was wrong? What if the comfort you seek is exactly what weakens you? What if the freedom you crave is actually slavery to your desires? And what if the peace you chase comes only after you stop running from pain? The truth is brutal. But the truth is simple. According to the ancient Stoics, life does not care about your preferences. It does not wait for your convenience. It moves forward with or without your consent. And in this life, there are certain truths you cannot ignore. You can try to avoid them, deny them, numb yourself to them. But they will find you. And they will punish you for your ignorance. These lessons aren't tips. They're not advice. They're not philosophies to try on like a jacket. They are requirements. They are the iron laws of the soul. Break them, and you suffer. Follow them, and you become indestructible. Let us begin. Lesson 1: You are not entitled to an easy life. We live in a world addicted to ease. Convenience. Instant gratification. People get angry when their food delivery is 5 minutes late. They panic when their phone signal drops. But here is the first, most painful truth. You are not owed a comfortable life. Epictetus, born a slave, crippled by his master, said it best: don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. He understood that life will hurt you. It will stretch you. It will test you. And no amount of whining will change that. The Stoics prepared their minds for suffering. They didn't wish for pain, but they trained for it. Because they knew, when you stop expecting life to be easy, you stop being fragile. Modern life breeds entitlement. Stoicism kills it. Requirement: drop the fantasy of ease. Harden your mind. The world owes you nothing. Lesson 2: Control only what you can control. This is the golden rule of Stoicism. The absolute dividing line between sanity and suffering. Some things are up to you. Some things are not. You can't control the weather. You can't control how people see you. You can't control what someone says behind your back. But you can control your thoughts. Your decisions. Your effort. Most people waste their life trying to bend the external world to their will. They scream at the traffic. Obsess over the news. Beg for approval. But the Stoic laughs. He sees how small those things are. The Stoic doesn't chase control of the world. He seeks control of himself. Requirement: direct your energy only where it matters, your choices, your responses, your soul. Lesson 3: Pain is not the enemy. Society tells you to run from pain. Escape it. Sedate it. Numb it with pleasure, distraction, substances. But the Stoics looked pain in the eye and said, "Come. Teach me." Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." The modern man is too soft because he avoids the very thing that makes him stronger. He wants muscles without sweat. Wisdom without scars. Discipline without suffering. But pain is your instructor. It is the price of power. A Stoic doesn't enjoy suffering, he respects it. He welcomes the discomfort that sharpens his edge. Because he knows, the furnace makes the blade. Requirement: stop avoiding discomfort. Walk toward it. That's where your power is forged. Lesson 4: You are going to die. Stop wasting time. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. This is not morbid. It is medicine. Marcus Aurelius meditated on death constantly, not to be afraid, but to be clear. He said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." We act as if we are immortal. As if we can waste hours scrolling, gossiping, complaining. But death is not a distant shadow. It is at your shoulder. Watching. Waiting. You don't know how many mornings you have left. How many chances to tell the truth. How many opportunities to become the man you were meant to be. Requirement: stop wasting time. Live with urgency. Death is your deadline. Lesson 5, emotions lie. Character decides. Your feelings are not facts. Your emotions are not commands. Stoics never said, don't feel. They said, feel it. But don't be ruled by it. Epictetus taught that emotions must be examined. Fear may signal danger. Anger may signal injustice. But the reaction must be chosen, not automatic. You do not punch the wall because you're angry. You do not lie down because you're tired. You do not give up because you're afraid. The Stoic lets reason lead. The man who obeys his emotions is a slave. The man who uses them is a king. Requirement: master your impulses. Let principle be your compass, not your mood. Lesson 6, your reputation means nothing if your soul is rotten. We live in the age of performance. People don't want to be good, they want to look good. They curate their lives online. They lie with filters. They chase applause. But the Stoic knows, what you are in the dark is who you truly are. Seneca said, what matters is not how long you live, but how nobly you live. You can have millions of followers and still be a coward. You can be praised by the world and still despise yourself in the mirror. The Stoic does not build a reputation. He builds a soul. He acts with justice when no one is watching. He tells the truth even when it costs him. He lives with honor, not for others, but for himself. Requirement: forget appearances. Guard your soul. Virtue is who you are when no one's looking. Lesson 7, most people are trapped by desire. Desire is not freedom. Desire is a leash. The more you want, the more you suffer. The more you chase, the more you fear losing. Seneca warned, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. You think getting more will make you free. But it just makes you more dependent. A Stoic man can enjoy wealth, but he doesn't need it. He can enjoy love, but he isn't desperate for it. The less you need, the stronger you become. Requirement: desire less. Own your wants, or they will own you. Lesson 8, the world is unjust. Accept it without bitterness. Bad things happen to good people. Evil men rise. The kind get crushed. The world is not fair. And the Stoic says, good. Now what? Marcus Aurelius faced war, betrayal, famine, and death. And he never asked, why me? He asked, what must I do? You don't control the cards. You control how you play them. You can't make life fair. But you can make yourself strong. Requirement: accept injustice without surrender. Respond without self-pity. Life is not fair, but you can be fearless. Lesson 9, solitude is strength, not weakness. Most people fear being alone because they fear meeting themselves. They chase noise to avoid silence. They seek crowds to escape reflection. But the Stoic man is most alive in solitude. Marcus wrote, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Solitude is where you train your mind. Where you clarify your values. Where you strip away illusions. If you cannot sit in silence, you are a prisoner to the external world. Requirement: master solitude. Become whole without needing the world to complete you. Lesson 10, virtue is the only real wealth. Money can be stolen. Fame can fade. Beauty will decay. But virtue? That's eternal. The Stoics held that virtue is the only good. Not because it's moral, but because it is the only thing you fully control. You can choose courage in fear. You can choose honesty in temptation. You can choose discipline in chaos. Seneca wrote, "A good character, once established, is not easily overthrown." While others chase riches and rot inside, the Stoic man builds a character that storms cannot shake. Requirement: seek virtue as your highest aim. Everything else can be taken. This cannot. Lesson 11, comfort is the enemy of growth. If you're always comfortable, you're never becoming. Muscles grow under strain. Wisdom grows through mistakes. Strength grows from pressure. Most people organize their lives to avoid discomfort. But the Stoic organizes his life to master it. He knows that comfort dulls the spirit. That when everything feels safe, the soul shrinks. Seneca said, "We must undergo a hard winter training and not rush into things for which we haven't prepared. To grow, you must suffer. To evolve, you must be uncomfortable." Requirement: choose the hard path. Choose the uphill road. That's where greatness lives. Lesson 12, you owe the world your best, not your excuses. Life doesn't care about your reasons. It doesn't stop moving because you're tired, broken, or misunderstood. It demands your best, regardless of your circumstances. Excuses feel good in the moment. They justify inaction. But they rot your potential. The Stoic man looks in the mirror and takes full responsibility. No blaming. No complaining. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations from a palace of comfort, but from the front lines of war. He showed up. He governed. He endured. Excuses shrink your soul. Execution expands it. Requirement: show up fully, especially when it's hard. The world doesn't need your reasons. It needs your results. Lesson 13, never argue with a fool. Not every battle is worth fighting. Not every insult deserves your attention. Epictetus warned, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize your mind is complicit in the provocation. The fool wants your energy. He thrives on reaction. When you engage, you stoop. You waste time. You invite chaos. The Stoic is immune to petty games. He picks his battles. He lets silence do the talking. He knows that some people do not deserve your words, they deserve your absence. Requirement: guard your peace. Choose stillness over drama. Your dignity is not up for debate. Lesson 14, discipline is the foundation of freedom. Most people think freedom means doing whatever you want. The Stoics knew better. Freedom is not the absence of rules, it's the ability to rule yourself. Seneca said, "No man is free who is not a master of himself." The glutton is a slave to his appetite. The addict is a slave to his impulse. The weak man is a slave to his mood. But the disciplined man is free. Free to pursue greatness. Free to suffer strategically. Free to shape his destiny. Requirement: become a master of self. Your discipline is your liberation. Lesson 15, you teach people how to treat you. How people treat you is a reflection of what you tolerate. The Stoics knew that boundaries are not cruelty, they are clarity. If you let people interrupt you, they will. If you tolerate lies, you invite them. You are not a doormat. You are not a sponge for disrespect. You are a sovereign being. And you must teach the world how to engage with you. The Stoic does not beg for respect. He commands it by how he carries himself. Requirement: set the standard. Enforce the boundary. Never apologize for your self-respect. Lesson 16, self-pity is a silent poison. Nothing corrodes the soul faster than self-pity. It whispers, "Poor me." It tells you the world is unfair, and therefore you can stop trying. It convinces you to surrender your strength for sympathy. But the Stoic sees self-pity for what it is, weakness dressed as comfort. Marcus Aurelius endured betrayal, war, and plague, and never once did he weep for himself. Instead, he asked, What virtue does this situation call for? The Stoic meets hardship with resolve, not whining. Requirement: reject the victim mindset. Life owes you nothing. Stand up and fight. Lesson 17: you must choose who you become, or be chosen by circumstance. The world will assign you a role if you don't choose one. It will decide how you should live, what you should believe, and who you should become. And if you're not intentional, you'll wake up one day as someone you don't respect. The Stoic chooses his path with clarity. He doesn't drift. He defines. He reflects daily on who he's becoming and adjusts with rigor. Seneca said, "If you don't know which port you're sailing to, no wind is favorable." Requirement: design your character. Sculpt your destiny. Live on purpose, or die as a puppet. Lesson 18: life is suffering, but you get to choose the meaning. Pain is inevitable. But meaning is not. You can suffer in vain, or you can suffer for something. The Stoic doesn't just endure pain. He transforms it. He asks, what is this teaching me? Who can I become through this? Viktor Frankl, heavily influenced by Stoicism, survived the Holocaust by giving his suffering a purpose, to help others find meaning in theirs. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Requirement: don't ask for a lighter burden. Ask for a stronger back, and a reason to carry it. Lesson 19: you will be forgotten. Do good anyway. In 100 years, almost no one will remember your name. Your face will fade. Your trophies will rust. But the Stoic doesn't live for legacy. He lives for integrity. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, all is ephemeral, fame and the famous as well. Do the right thing, not for applause, not for remembrance, but because it is right. You are not here to be remembered. You are here to be useful. Requirement: let go of immortality. Focus on impact. Live well, without witnesses. Lesson 20: the battle is never over, and that's the point. You will never arrive. There is no mountaintop where life becomes easy, where challenges vanish, where peace is permanent. The Stoic understands, life is not a destination. It is a discipline. Every day is a chance to start again. To struggle better. To live wiser. Seneca said, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. The work is never finished. And that's why it matters. Requirement: embrace the grind. Love the process. Your effort is your excellence. Final reflection: this is the way of the Stoic warrior. These aren't tips. These aren't suggestions. They are laws. Written not in books, but in blood. Proved not by words, but by lives. To live by them is to become a force. To ignore them is to become a victim. Life will test you. And if you are not forged in these fires, you will break. But if you are, if you live with purpose, train your mind, hold your values, and act from virtue, then nothing can stop you. You become unshakable, unbreakable, untouchable. This is the Stoic path. Walk it like your soul depends on it. Because it